easiest way to bring somebody into the podcast for the first time is like just having a conversation with them and just pressing record and not telling them.
Yeah, that would be the easiest way for me because I'm very in the corner.
Yeah, you are in the corner. So like while you're in the corner, make sure you're like talking to the microphone though,
Oh,
because like we want to know that you're here.
this way and not that
Yeah, yeah. You just make sure you're talking into the microphone. That's all. Got to make sure your mouth is close to the mic.
way.
But
Give eye contact to that shit.
yeah, nah, you really do got to look at that motherfucker like you love it. Like you got to look at it like you look at me. Like when you give me that look that you like low key giving me right now. Like when you're talking, like direct that look to the microphone.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's the big baby, and I'm back. And I'm back, baby. But guess what, man? I've got something new for y'all. I got a co-host, my sensation. You know what I'm saying? That's her name for now. We'll figure out one later if we need to. But yeah, man, we got a great show for y'all today, man. We're gonna talk about award season. I'm gonna give y'all a little, we Chris didn't have to slap Will back because Hollywood did. And some, a little conversation about y'all's trauma. I'm gonna recap the Bel Air season finale. I'm gonna talk about Russell Wilson and Shannon Crowder. I almost called him Shannon Tatum. Shannon Crowder. Some insurrection correction and maybe some NFL thoughts. We'll see how that goes. But hey, what's up? What's up? All right, so let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Who actually cares about award season, right? I mean, because it's award season and it's time for the elites to dress up and IDK blow each other. I mean, because that's what really the award shows are, right? You get dressed up real nice. You bring whoever you're with at the time as your plus one, put them on your arm, and y'all all get there and you tell each other how great you are, how great the other person is. The whole time being like, bro, if that mother beats me, I'm gonna be pissed, right? You know what I'm saying? So like, what are we doing? What are we doing? It's awards. It is awards time, and it's time for us to, as fans, to watch you all tell us what we should like versus us liking what we actually like because we've already consumed the content. But with the growing number of awards, it seems to be a loss of prestige, right? I mean, there are so many awards. Think about this. Think about being the guy who gets the Emmy, the Oscar, or the Grammy, and you don't make TV. So did you really get it? I don't know. I've never gotten one. I'll probably never, ever be nominated for one. And I will not lose a day, a drop, a second of sleep because of it. Just saying. But like with all the awards, as we become more inclusive, right? Exclusivity loses its value. Because the thing about receiving an award, it should mean something, right? And if the award that you're given doesn't align with the people who actually consume it, how much does it mean? Maybe as a creative, right? And I find myself in this space. Sometimes I get around other people who think like me and do some of the same stuff that I do. And I go, yeah, bro, y'all get it. These other people don't. Well, who the hell are we doing it for? Are we doing it for the other people who get it? Or the people who are actually consuming it? And I think sometimes we get so caught up on understanding the nuances of what we do that we forget that there is a consumer who just wants some simple shit. There's a reason why people watch First Take every day. It's not the best sports show as far as learning sports, but it presents sports in a way that people want to receive it. There's a reason why we like bubblegum rap. There's a reason why we like Marvel movies. The shit just makes sense. And as the divide grows between the producer of the content and the consumers of the content, who are the award shows really for? Who cares about the awards? Do the people who watch the show care? or just for the people who are receiving the awards? I'm not saying one angle is right. I'm just seriously asking a question like, who are the awards for? Like, hey, sensation, my sensation. Dude, when the Grammys come out,
Mhm.
do you like check the winners and go like listen to their albums because they won, or like check out the songs because somebody won?
Absolutely not.
And you're more of a movie person, right?
Yeah.
Do you check the winners of the Oscars or who got best actor to go back and see like, ooh, maybe I should watch this?
Not the winners, but I do see who's nominated most. So whoever's nominated most, I do look into it and I do end up watching it to see like, is this actually good or is this just a part of the little scheme?
And that's the weird thing. You never know if it's good or if it's the production company or the machine behind the product just pushing
Right.
it.
Right.
Because I was thinking about the awards, right? And I was having a conversation in the group text in the locker room. Shout out to the locker room. And we were talking about awards, and one of my friends was like, "Who are these for?" Like, I don't know. Like, who watches this shit? And I was like, "It's for the title. It's so that you are two-time Oscar-winning blank or three-time Grammy Award-winning blank. So then when you go to the negotiation table,
I feel like it's all just for them, for their family, for their spouses, whoever. Like it's not even for us, the like daily consumers that actually see all these other TV shows or movie shows or whatever.
is that wrong? Or do you even care enough to make it right or wrong? I don't think it's a right or
I
wrong thing.
honestly don't care because I don't watch it.
So if I get a Black Excellence Award, right, in Cartersville,
Hmm.
is that for me and you?
Yeah, that's for me and you. I will celebrate you, but everybody else is probably not going to care.
I don't think I'm gonna get one.
You know you are.
Shout out to the Black Excellence Awards in Bartow County for nominating me for 2 awards. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate the nomination, like wholeheartedly. Thank you.
You're going to get one. But anyways, that goes back to us thinking that the Oscars are just like what I just said. It's based off the family, right?
Yeah.
Where like we're always so gung ho about our our family. Where we're just like, yeah, whatever you do is good. Where it's like, okay, like you got an award and I know you're gonna get that award and I love it because I'm here for you. I'm not here for all these other people. I don't want like all these other people to win.
So, that's crazy because I think there was a time that people cared about awards, and I think we were on the tail end of that as being functional human beings to like process it and receive it. But one of the reasons why I think people care less about awards is because they've aged so poorly.
Mhm.
You look at some of the great albums, some of the great movies, some of the great songs, some of the great acting jobs that never got an award. You go, hold on. DiCaprio finally got his Oscar for being like locked in the fucking woods with a bear for a year or whatever it was. Like, that's not DiCaprio's
Getting
best.
raped basically by a bear.
Right. That's like not his best acting
No,
job.
there's Shutter Island. There's Titanic. If you really want to do it, Titanic is even a classic to this day where people still watch it.
Bro, it's Django. And Django is not one of those, like, it's not an award type movie because of how the N-word used the slavery thing that people are afraid to touch. But imagine, like, and Jamie Foxx has talked about it in interviews how Leo was really afraid to dive into that character because of the uncomfortability of using the N-word.
Yep.
And in the way that the word was made to be used, you know what I'm saying? Like, not being the white boy who just says N-word around his black friends who allow it. No, he's calling you a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Imagine what it takes to jump into that character and do it as well as he did and have people like, bro, fuck Leo, man.
Right. It takes a lot for for us as consumers to sit here and like hate them.
Right.
Because we know the true them, but in that character, just like Cersei in Game of Thrones, like we hate them because they act so well in their character that we're like, fuck them. Or Selena, I'll say, like, you know.
Hey, now tell your quick Selena story.
I have to go there. I have to go there with Selena. You know, like she killed her. And even to this day, whenever I see Yolanda, the actress, in anything, I'm like, fuck her. She should be in jail. Fuck her. I hate her. She should die.
But now to take it back to the Leo thing, like the level of actor it took to get there and do it so well.
Oh yeah.
It's such more of a better display of who Leo is, right? Like
for sure.
I've not seen what Will got he finally got his Oscar this year, and for his role as Serena and Venus's dad in that movie. Haven't watched it.
I haven't seen it either.
Not gonna watch it, but
I want to just because he won an award finally.
I mean, if you put
after all these years.
I mean, you control the remote at night, so it is what it is. But fucking, I forgot what I was gonna say. But
Will Smith,
Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh yeah, that was an amazing.
He acted his ass off.
I cried, and I'm not a crier. I cried during that movie.
I cried in something he produced. But we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
But while we're oh wow, I spelled something wrong. I'm glad I caught it before I put it up there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like while we're on this whole Will Smith thing, and like I said, man, the awards are for the people who receive it. They're not for us. And I think as fans, we just need to accept that.
Yeah.
And we need to be okay with that because as a fan, we take the people we're fans of for granted. We expect them to do things because we want them to do it. And we go, that guy shouldn't have deserved that award. And it's like the guy who gets it goes, man, I'm finally getting my just due for the work that I've put in. How dare you say that I don't deserve this? You don't know. Yes, you can have an opinion as a fan.
Right.
I never want to say people can't have an opinion because they don't do something or they can't do it. But I will say that, dude, like, he deserves his flowers. However he or she chooses to receive them, they deserve their flowers. Some of us want to put out a great product and say, hey, that's some good shit right there.
Right.
Fuck what they say.
But do you think they make these winners based off of all that they've done? Rather than it being the exact thing that we're actually nominating them for?
Yeah, it's absolutely who they are. And I'll make you a sports parallel. Usually when it comes to winning the MVP in the NBA, a lot of players get it a year late or they miss their window because when they actually have the MVP season, especially in basketball, they'll have the MVP season, but it'll be an out of nowhere MVP season. And you weren't like in the circles of MVPs, like potential MVPs.
Right.
Oh, we can't give it to him because, whoa, let's see what he does next year. Well, no, you were the most valuable player this season. Exactly.
And that's what it's for. This season.
But the way the awards actually go, you have to prove that you're A-list, then get the A-list award, right?
Well, that's what I'm asking about the Oscars.
Same shit.
Or anything else.
Same shit. Because
they go based off of the work that they put in throughout the years. And this could be 20 years, 30 years in. And they're finally getting their recognition.
You know, I truly wish that I could interview different Oscar Grammy winners, right? And ask them, like, what do you think your best work was? And then compare it to the awards. Remember,
for sure.
Pulp Fiction did not get an Oscar.
And that, to this day, is a classic.
Exactly.
To this day.
Hey, but let's transition here because it's gonna be an hour pod, I promise. It's gonna be an hour pod. You know, Chris didn't have to slap Will back.
Didn't have to slap Will back?
He didn't have to slap him back because Hollywood did.
Yeah.
So it seems like Hollywood didn't take too kindly to Will making a mockery of their night, because the Oscars is the night of the night for Hollywood. And unfortunately, for somebody like Will, who decided to make an ass of himself, he fucked up his money. Like he fucked up his money because, again, he's somebody who wants to be in the mainstream. He wants to deal with the big movie houses, big production studios. He has to play by their rules, and unfortunately, because of his actions, because of the way the Academy received it, he has now stepped down from the Academy. He's no longer a member. I don't think that was his choice. I think that was theirs. And then his movie Bad Boys 4 was put on hold. Nobody. I didn't even know that it was.
I didn't know it was a thing.
I know it's a thing, but you know what? I hope they put it on hold and eventually, like, they hang up, because don't nobody want to see this.
Friday.
Bruh.
It's too late.
It's too late.
Godfather tried, and even Godfather, their last one was shit.
Hey, but the thing is, I think you get to do one extra one, because you're gonna, like, people are gonna go see it and it's gonna suck, but you're gonna get the money. But like the extra is when you've gone too far. Like Bad Boys 1, classic. Bad Boys 2, classic. Bad Boys 3, Martin looked like Forrest Whitaker.
Yes.
Bad Boys 4, is this Will Smith and Martin Lawrence? Are we gonna put like some?
They're gonna be grandpas in this, and they're gonna try to come back, just like Sylvester Stallone, but they're like slow and old, and
they're doing those stunts. But anyways, Fast and Loose. Fast and Loose is his Netflix movie that Netflix is now not picking up. So here's what happens when you act up in company's house, right? When you act up in front of company, when you go to somebody's house and you want to fuck their house up, they kick you out. Is Will Smith talented enough to continue acting in high budget movies? Absolutely. Okay. But has Will Smith shook too many feathers of those who matter within the lane that he wants to operate in? Hey, hey, for all the people who are all about like, hey, you should be able to do what you want when you want, and people have to adjust. Yeah, when you own your narrative, when you own your means of income. Somebody who's an independent artist can say a lot of stuff that artists at major labels can't say, can make music